Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 2, Lesson 12. We've been working with nouns, and now we'll meet a trick nouns can do, renaming each other. It's called the appositive, and we'll learn the one comma rule that goes with it. Let's start with the idea. An appositive is a noun placed right next to another noun, and its job is to rename or identify that noun. The two words point at the very same thing. If I say, my friend the doctor, the word doctor renames my friend. Same person, named two ways. Now, an appositive often brings a few describing words along with it. When it does, we call the whole group an appositive phrase. Look here. Jefferson designed Monticello, his 32-room house. The phrase, his 32-room house, renames Monticello and tells us more about it. The bracket marks the whole appositive phrase. Here's the comma rule, and it has two halves. First half. If the appositive could be removed and the sentence still makes basic sense, it's non-essential, just extra information, and you set it off with commas. Look, Ms. Vance, our soccer coach, never misses a practice. Take out our soccer coach, and you still have a complete idea. Because it's removable, it gets a comma on each side. Non-essential means commas. Second half of the rule. If the appositive is essential, if you need it to know exactly which one is meant, then you use no commas at all. Look, my neighbor Mr. Ortega repairs violins. The name Mr. Ortega tells us which neighbor. Because it's needed to pin down the meaning, no commas wrap it. So essential means no commas. That's the whole rule. So here's your quick check. First, find the noun that renames another noun. That's the appositive. Then ask one question. Can I remove it and still have the basic meaning? If yes, it's non-essential, so set it off with commas. If no, you need it to know which one. It's essential, so use no commas. Let's try a few. In this first set, find the appositive, the word group that renames the noun beside it. Each one is set off with commas, so look for the part you could lift right out. Pause and try each one before I answer. John Adams succeeded the President, George Washington. Which part renames another noun? George Washington tells us which President Adams succeeded. It renames the president, and it sits after a comma. So the answer is George Washington. Jefferson designed Monticello, his 32-room house. Look for the group that renames a noun. His 32-room house renames Monticello and adds information about it, sitting after a comma. That's the appositive phrase. So the answer is his 32-room house. John Quincy Adams, the son of the second president, served one term. The part tucked between the two commas, the son of the second president, renames John Quincy Adams and adds information about him. You could lift it right out. So the answer is the son of the second president. Now find the appositive again, but watch the commas. Most of these are non-essential and use commas, but one is essential and uses none. Pause and try each one. Lincoln, one of our greatest presidents, led the nation through war. The phrase between the commas, one of our greatest presidents, renames Lincoln. You could remove it and still have a full sentence. So it's non-essential, which is why it takes commas. So the answer is one of our greatest presidents. Buchanan was defeated by the Republican candidate Abraham Lincoln. The name Abraham Lincoln renames the Republican candidate, so it's the appositive. But notice, there are no commas here, Because the name is essential. It tells us exactly which candidate. Essential means no commas. So the answer is Abraham Lincoln. Zachary Taylor, a hero of the Mexican War, achieved great popularity. The phrase between the commas, a hero of the Mexican War, renames Zachary Taylor and adds information about him. It's removable, so it's non-essential, and that's why it takes commas. So the answer is a hero of the Mexican War. Let's wrap up. An appositive is a noun placed next to another noun to rename or identify it. And with its describing words, it becomes an appositive phrase. The comma rule is the whole game. If the appositive is removable extra, it's non-essential, so you set it off with commas, like Ms. Vance, our soccer coach. If it's needed to know which one is meant, it's essential, so you use no commas, like my neighbor, Mr. Ortega. Next time we'll move from nouns to action words. Great work!